here. Turn this into what? See the flame over here? Flame right there. Oh, that game looks like trash. This dumb shit on. That game looked like fucking trash. Oh boy. I cannot do this podcast with a group. I have to be able to speak and not be spoken over. So, it is a PlayStation Legion podcast, and Adam and Briggs are in the chat. I will group up with these guys a little bit later, but I'm gonna let you guys know everything that's going on. It's been a lot. It's been an irritating, annoying day, and I did not think it was gonna be like this today. It's a Monday, so I go into this day from Sunday knowing how bad this stupid ass day will be. But wow, like really just wow. I gotta talk about this. I gotta give you my opinions on this because I know that's why you're here. I'm not gonna sugarcoat anything, and that's why I'm doing it the way I'm doing it. I need to go make sure that the super chat is overlaying everything. Why is it not overlaying the frames? Okay. $1.99 super chat from Rant the Emperor. It just is you didn't send a message with it, but what's going on, buddy? Enzo was the first person here. What's going on, Enzo? We're doing it early because I'm ready early. 9 o'clock was a placeholder time, and it was also to prove a fucking point. So now I gotta send a notification out, which kind of sucks. So let me let people know that we're live. So, long story short, you could do things this way, or you could do things the Sony way. And as soon as I'm done, okay. My message when I'm going live today will be completely different. It will not be I'm live. I'm live. Or we are live. I am live currently by myself because the rant that I'm doing, people might hate me after this, and I don't care. I'm just speaking freely, I'm tired of people sugarcoating certain things. I gotta speak freely on this topic because it just doesn't make any fucking sense. If you kept up with me on Twitter, you saw everything. If you kept up with me in the community section, you saw a percentage of things. If you're on the Discord, you've been seeing a good amount of stuff. I might put out another invite for the Discord if anybody hasn't been there. The shit's popping off now. We got a lot of members, usual suspects. They're, a part of the chat. They're also a part of the Discord, helping me with news and, funny pictures and shit like that. It's pretty dope. So I think we got that notification. I also want to make sure we have a notification for the community section, and then I will go on to spread it through Discord, which I will just do right fucking now. It's so fucking easy. It's so fucking sad. So fucking sad. What the fuck happened? It's just really, really fucking stupid. Again, if you're a person on the panel listening to the sound of my voice and you're like, hey, where's the rest? No. Not right now. We will group up and talk to the rest of the PlayStation Legion on what they think about this, but not right now. Okay, we got both notifications over there in the different Discords. I'm going to go post the notification right now in the community section. Again, I have to do this because it still seems like YouTube is not sending out notifications to everybody when I go live, or people are not clicking to watch the live stream knowing that I'm live. Let me make sure people know on Facebook that I'm live, and then that'll be it. Okay. So I think I'm good. Heading over to Facebook, post the notifications. Almost done. Good evening, everybody that is currently here. I can't see you because I'm not on that screen yet. We have 16 people here. EGK, what's going on? David H, how you doing? Mewell, how you doing? I know you've been waiting for this. It's gonna be some raw shit. I might lose subscribers out of this. I might lose like friends off of this shit. Cyber Dragon, what's going on, bro? It's always a pleasure to see you. Enzo is obviously here. Asa Gaming. We talked on Discord. I said that I was gonna go live. Somatic, the guy that looks at 800 foots a day. What's going on? How you doing? Resident Alien, a brand new member to the channel, paying member. What's going on? How you doing? I know. I just went fucking. Isn't it weird? I just went live before I left the fucking house. I just went live before I left the fucking house. I came back and I went live in less than like a few hours later, bro. It's crazy, man. I'm going live at 7:30. I stopped my live stream around 1 o'clock today. I didn't even work for 8 hours today. I only worked less than 2 hours. Think about that. Let that shit sink in. Oh my goodness. Let me post a notification in these two different Facebook pages and then my Facebook group, and then I'm going to get started. It's been a fucked up day. I'm blessed that I'm still alive. I'm blessed that I made it home. I'm always grateful that I'm better off than a lot of other people. But as far as Mondays are concerned, it has been a fucked up Monday. It has not been one of my favorite Mondays. It has been a pretty fucked up Monday. Not the worst Monday ever, but I don't know. In my life right now, I don't say that this is the worst Monday ever, but it is probably one of the most annoying Mondays ever. Yes, it annoyed the fuck out of me. It annoyed the fuck out of me. Okay, I am currently clicking to copy the link and message to the last relatable PlayStation Legion page that I have, and I am fucking done. Okay, am I getting on camera for this shit? Like, do I get on camera or like the fuck? I forgot. What do I do? Hold on. Hold on, man. I might not get on camera. I mean, I can, but hold on. I think I know what I want to do. Let's change this, because again, this is the PlayStation Legion, but I'm doing this shit by myself right now. So fucking crazy, bro. Okay, what is this dumb shit? Okay, camera? I'm so confused. Okay, face only. This is, hold on. I'm trying to find out where the fuck the JaytechTV selfie is. Chat box. I'm really very, very confused because it's not a lot of, red frame subscribe. That's, I think, am I fucking going crazy? I hope I'm not currently going crazy. Fuck! I'm not going crazy. It's not a fucking wallpaper. I'm sorry. Sorry, man. Oh my god. I'm up here thinking, hey, bro, there's a fucking wallpaper. That's the Elgato. That's been the Elgato the whole fucking time. Oh, shit. Let's back out of that. Okay. That was the Elgato the whole time. I'm up here looking through the scene. I've been looking through the scene for, sorry, I've been looking through the scene for the fucking wallpaper. I'm like, man, why is this, can I get this off of there? So I'm gonna have a default of my, my profile picture you guys been seeing since last year. I think his name is RT, and that's ARTI. He made my profile picture. You can see it right here. Actually, if I take this one off, no, it's this one. So this is the profile picture you guys been seeing for a while. I've zoomed into the head. I've cropped out the controller and put fire there. You know, probably one of my favorite pictures ever. I've tried to, like, you know, reimagine the channel, like change it up a little bit, but that's one thing I will not change. Like, he did such a good job that no other graphic designer I've partnered up with has did a better job than him. So he's, you know, he's supposed to be making a brand new one for me. I don't know when he's gonna have the time to do so, but I cannot wait, and I'm pretty sure you guys are gonna like the work too. Okay, so I just got home. I just want to let you guys know I was ready. I was ready for Thursday. Okay, got the gummy bears, got the ginger snaps. Did not think this shit was gonna be this big. I probably should have read everything, but whatever. I got 2 big ass packs of gummy bears, ginger snaps. Got my tank, my black PlayStation tank top. The other shirt is coming in tomorrow. I have everything. I was ready for this. I had already put in leave for this. Of course, I didn't have any leave because I was on quarantine for 2 fucking weeks. But yeah, long story short, I was ready for this. So let's dive in. Let's yeah, whatever. Let me make sure we look at the chat, and let's get this dumb shit started. So, today was a Monday. I did my live stream, you know, ate my breakfast, got up, you know, got a little workout in. Everything was good. Everything was all right. It was just a normal Monday. The train was bad. You know, I think I should have looked at the signs. I mean, I've been paying attention to everything that's happened with the Black Lives Matter, with George Floyd, everything. I paid attention to everything. How could I have not foresaw this? However, I had a theory in my head that I did not tell you guys. The theory was, how can PlayStation make sure everybody knows about the PS5 on Thursday if everybody's focused on the rioting, if everybody's focused on the cause of marching, the protests, Black Lives Matter, Antifa, or Donald Trump's like stupid ass words, or the white supremacists, or the local militia in southern states, or SWAT teams or military coming in. There are so many different things connected to this event that people are worried about, right? And that's cool. But I don't know what PlayStation's thinking when it comes to their reputation, because they have delayed some of their biggest games, and now you're delaying your biggest announcement. I'm trying to read some of this stuff too. Yeah, you delayed your biggest announcement. So this is what you delayed. That is your last hurrah for the PS4. Iron Man VR got delayed. Ghost of Tsushima got delayed. Then you delayed The Last of Us. So you had 3 of your last games, your biggest last games for the PS4. You delayed all of them, right? Then you paid for the advertisement of the PS5 event for Thursday. Those advertisement commercials were shown off on ESPN. Big shout out to Jabari. He made sure that people knew about that. When I had saw it, I was still live. I was still live when I saw that on Twitter. And I thought it was so cool. I was like, bro, he talked about it before I went live. And then he managed to catch it on TV and put up the video. And that video had blew the fuck up. So Sony was prepared for this. They had paid for the advertisement space for this. When they make these damn decisions, it's literally at the last fucking minute. It's so at the last minute that not even their executives fucking know. I don't know who makes the decisions, but I want everybody to know that a lot of other people did not know they were going to do this. That's all I'm going to say. A lot of other people had no idea they were going to do this. Remember when they talked about, what was the thing that they did? Remember they did something, and when they delayed it, nobody fucking knew. I think it was The Last of Us. And they gave just the weirdest fucking excuse of why they delayed The Last of Us. That's what's going on. It's just like that. No one fucking knows. You would expect people to know that are working for Sony. You would expect people to know that's working for the PlayStation division, but they didn't fucking know. This came from someone. Could it be Jim Ryan? I don't know. Could it be Herman? No offense to the guy. His head is not in the game, and ever since he got that position, his head has not been in the game. We already know your automatic job on social media, if you don't know how that shit works, is to retweet something else. When you can't just speak from the heart and say shit that you would want to say, that's when I call you fake. So we see Corey say shit all the time, speaks from the heart. We see Shinya Yoshida say stuff all the time. Platinum in Games speaks from the heart. Herman, no. You've had this job for months now, and I have not saw you speak from the heart. I have saw you retweet what other people say or echo what other people say, but you have not speak from the heart. The position you have, you should have been the first person to come out and explain this. It shouldn't have been a robocall style message to the fans that are waiting for Thursday. This is Monday. You delayed the event 2.5 days from when it was supposed to occur. It makes no fucking sense. If you wanted to fucking do this shit, you probably could have put out a message on Sunday. It's not against the law for you to operate on the weekend. It's not. You could have put out a message on fucking Saturday if you wanted to. I started to see that companies, including Sony and including PlayStation, put out these robocall style messages about them caring about the Black Lives Matter, and I do hope it's really sincere. I really do, right? And a lot of other people, they put those messages out. Celebrities, comedians, musicians. I do believe in some way half of them are being very sincere. Others are saying, well, I better put this message out now because I don't want them to think that I'm with them. That's fucked up. And I know a lot of people are doing that. Just like some police really care about the cause, and you see them kneeling. Other police in certain cities and states that you know have problems with the police, you're seeing them kneel, and you know they don't give a fuck about the cause, but they don't got the fucking energy to go back and forth with protesters. So they're basically kneeling not to be with the protesters, not because they care about black lives. They're doing this because I don't feel like having my squad car fucked up. Let me just do this, and hopefully after maybe an hour of them being in our face, they can get the fuck away. A lot of I feel that a lot of the stuff when it comes to Black Lives Matter is just so fake. It's so fake. Not the movement. The people that are pretending that they care about the movement. And people need to understand that. I just got out of the shower. I'm fucking ashy as shit. Shut the fuck up, Yellow. I already know you gotta say something. Let me switch this fucking frame, man. Let me put some fucking lotion on, man. It looks like my skin is about to literally crack off of my fucking flesh. What the fuck is going on? Yeah, man. I just want everybody to know, I respect the people that are sincere, but we all know that there's some people who are not sincere, but they're pretending to be sincere because they don't want to be the person on the other end of the rage and the aggression of this movement. That it's not new. This Black Lives Matter is not new. It's just that I felt that, to me, after what happened to Brown or a lot of other people, and I'm saying that in no disrespect, because there's been so many black people that have been killed for no reason. They had no weapon. They had no drugs. In no way were they even showing that they wanted to harm the police officer or attempt to even look at the police officer in a negative way, and they were killed for no fucking reason. Do you hear that passion in my voice? Do you hear that I'm fucking tired of seeing this shit on the news? I'm tired of seeing dead black people on my news feed. Do you hear that? That's real. If you're going to say that you're a part of this movement, we need a voice to match those words. We need a face to match those words. Okay? I made this podcast, this group, because I knew other people liked PlayStation as much as I did. The reason why I didn't automatically go with Jabari's group of the PlayStation Nation, which ended up getting disbanded and put back together, or, join somebody else's group like the Round Table and say, hey, fuck it, let me leave my channel. It's because I've been doing this shit for a while, and the way that I do it is a way that a lot of other people won't do it. We know that. You will see more gameplay from this channel randomly. You will see types of games that nobody else will fucking play. And I like my style, and I'm going to keep my style, so I'm keeping this channel. I could easily say, hey, fuck this channel, let's abandon this. Hey, I'm going to go partner up with one of these other groups, and I'll just be a voice. No, I don't want to do that. That kind of reminds me of what's going on with the Black Lives Matter. Like, you could be silent, you could do the silent protest. You could not destroy any property. You could walk silently through the streets. You could all sit down in front of the police and the SWAT team and the military and see how far that gets you. But it might not get you far enough. It might not present the type of change that you want. And we all know this. Our parents, our grandparents, our great-grandparents, our ancestors all wanted freedom. They all wanted to be equal, and they haven't gotten it. Some people have been hanged along the way. Some people have been murdered along the way. Some people have been, of course, killed by the people that are supposed to protect and serve us along the way. It really pisses me off that this event that should not be related to the other side of my life, because I am an African American. I do work for the government, and it's weird that what I do in my private time, as far as talking to you guys about video game, showing you the video games that I like to play, these different parts of my life are now connected. You know? Did I want that? No, I don't. No, I don't want that. Do I want you to give me the same respect that you would give somebody like MBG, knowing that he's white? Yes, I want that. Will I ever get it? No. Think about that. I've been on YouTube for over 10 years playing games, showing people great games for two different generations. I've also showed gameplay for the PSP. I've showed gameplay for the PS Vita. I've done a lot, but I don't get the views that MBG gets. I won't ever get the recognition that MBG gets. I might cover news before he does. I might know about something before he does, and I might report on it before he does. But if he reports it, everybody's got to think that he did it first. There is racism in our own gaming community. I know it. I see it all the time. Nothing's done about it. You understand that? Nothing's done about it. He can take someone else's news and hurry up and make a video, and everybody will think that he was the one that broke the news because of how he sounds, because of how we know he looks. It's fucked up. Change needs to be widespread. It should not only be about, hey, we're gonna stop killing black people if I am wearing a police uniform. That's one part of change. I would love that. Are they gonna stop? No. They just killed another black guy the other night. They dragged two college students out of their car, tased them, and flattened their tires for no fucking reason. They were in a car heading home. They weren't even a part of the protest. And you drag them out of their car, bust their windows. Traumatize the fuck out of them. It's crazy that racism exists in a year where we were supposed to see flying cars. I remember as a kid reading this book about futuristic cars. Weird car with like helicopter turbines on it, and of course I'm a big sci-fi fan, so I grew up watching Back to the Future, and it's just weird, we're supposed to see flying cars, but we're seeing cops kill African Americans. This is supposed to be the future. It doesn't seem like the future. It seems like we're reliving the same time period, and the only thing that's different in the other portion of my life is the gaming. Graphics are getting better. Networks are getting better. Features are getting better. But everything else outside of gaming, to me, feels the same. I'm getting older. My mom's getting older. My sisters are getting older. There are people in my life that never existed before, like my nephew. He is here, and he's almost 1, and he's almost about to start walking. He's holding his own bottle. That's amazing. It's fucking great. I love that guy. I've had so many other nieces and nephews, but when my sister, which is the closest sister to me, I'm the youngest, and she was born 4 years before me, so I'm really, really close to her. When she had that baby, it was just crazy. I wasn't there in the operating room. I wasn't there at the hospital, but I think she didn't want a lot of people to know about the baby. When I met that baby, it was something different. It was like that's my sister's kid. I can't stop thinking about the kid. He's a fucking great baby. He's fucking spoiled, but that's what happens when you got my mom and two of my sisters raising him and shit. But I want him to grow up in a world where he doesn't have to be afraid to call the police because something has happened that requires you to have police or fire department there. He should not have to be silent about an emergency because he doesn't want the cops to show up and mistakenly think that he's the person that they need to shoot, or he's the person they need to stop, or he's the person they need to arrest. We all should be safe. We should all feel safe around law enforcement. There should be no reason why we should fear them because we're a different color than somebody else. I saw a video on Twitter of white people running into a Vans shoe store to steal Vans shoes. Black people don't even fucking care about Vans anymore. They were startled when they left the store out of the broken glass window. Some of them dropped the shoe boxes and just continued to run away from 3 or 4 cops. The cops were obviously not fat. This was California. They were fit, and they seemed like they had the skills enough to run with their legs in order to catch these perpetrators, but they didn't. They just let them go. They literally watched and let them run away from them. They did not attempt to tase them. They did not bring out their guns or batons. They literally ended up looking stupid on camera on somebody else's video, just looking dumb in front of a broken window to a fucking store. And you could have stopped them and you decided not to. Now, if those kids were a different color, we don't know how that incident would have showed up. I don't want to have to think about that. Do I want to have to talk about racism on my gaming channel? No. I want to talk about gaming. I want to play games. But that's the world we're living in right now. In every aspect of our life, racism should be abolished. But it's not. I'm not okay with that. In no way am I okay that somebody else gets a better opportunity than I do because they sound white or they are white. I don't like that. I mean, I grew up where I grew up, so this is my voice. It is true as fuck. However, the other part of me, you might not sound like this. It might sound like the inner city of Baltimore, where I also grew up. And it will frighten a lot of people, and I don't care. But you will see that part of me, you will hear that part of me when you piss me off. I'm just annoyed today, guys. I'm really, really annoyed. I don't feel that PlayStation should have had to postpone or delay or cancel a PS5 event that they have already invested advertisement money into because people don't feel safe in this country. It's sad that they had to do that. It really is sad. I respect the sentiment, but it just feels so fucked up that they had to do this. You know, of course, other people are going to do it too. I could understand about the coronavirus. I could. But yeah, it sucks. You know, it really sucks, man. I mean, this discussion might make people feel uncomfortable. I've had white friends all my life. Growing up in elementary school, I think my very first best friend was white. His name was Andy. I didn't think anything of it. I had another friend when I was in high school. His name was Ray. I grew up with him in a group home many, many years ago when I was in middle school. And, you know, when we reconnected, when I got a little bit older, I was a teenager, we did everything together. You know, we was going to Halloween, going to haunted houses and shit, you know, went to the gym together, everything, bro. It was cool. He was white. I didn't give a fuck. Adam's white. I don't care, you know. I don't care what color you are. I don't see color. It doesn't really bother me. It's about who you are. If you suck, I don't like you. There are a lot of people in the crumb side community that I've distanced myself from, and they're different colors. I will not go anywhere near them. I won't fuck with them because of what they do, what they represent. But it's not because of their color. Because a lot of those individuals are the same exact color as I am. It's sad. this whole situation is sad. To be 100%, of course, Rated D. You know, I knew you back in the day. I think you remember the Truth Setting You Free. I remember him. As far as like who got me started, El Presador, which was white. Solid Rev, which was white. Even 7th Level. Those 3 individuals, all white. They inspired me and my brother to start our original YouTube channel. And I'm here doing what I'm doing because I was inspired and enamored with their energy and what they did for PlayStation last gen. Literally not being afraid that everybody else was on Xbox and it was only a few people that had the balls to get on YouTube to tell people how great PlayStation was back then when it was supposed to be the shittiest console in the world. Again, it just, to me, color does not matter. Who you are matters more to me than the color that you are. As far as the PlayStation portion of this rant, I love PlayStation, right? I'm going to get a PS5 day one regardless. But the sad truth is, them delaying this event inconvenienced me as far as covering it on this channel. And because I don't know when the new event will be, and it will probably be on so short notice, I cannot guarantee you guys that I will cover it. And it hurts me that I would really love to cover the event, but just like you, I have no clue when the new event will be. So, I'm going to be thinking between today and tomorrow whether to go to work on Thursday or continue to take the day. That's what I'm thinking about. I'm thinking about that because at least if I cancel that day, I can tell them I need to reschedule for another day. But again, it still would be at a short notice. Nobody knows. I don't know. If I was in the loop, you guys would be in the loop. Even if it means this channel would get terminated, it wouldn't matter. If I know something, you guys know something. What I do need Sony to do is don't fuck around. If you have a chance, just take it. If there is a week or there is a month and you're fucking ready, you should not wait. When you're ready, drop it. Drop the fucking load, Sony. For real, man. We all been waiting. And we love you. A lot of us do. Especially the people watching right now. You know I love PlayStation. That's the only reason why I know who Sony is. It's PlayStation. I got their TV because of how good it responded with the PS3. Other than that, I wouldn't have. I was always Samsung. Even my Samsung TV this gen, 2 of them. 4K TV, well, 2 1080p TVs. One was smart, both Samsung. The Sony TV I got right now, I got that when I got the Pro. So, one Sony TV last gen, one Sony TV this gen. So, yeah. So, I mean, look, man. As far as PlayStation is concerned, they have to drop the load. What I mean by that is, if this event was not going to show off the PS5 console itself, you now have to make sure it is edited into this live stream presentation. You have to make sure this live stream presentation not only shows off the gameplay, you need to show the system at the end. You need to make sure you show off the interface. Since you're bragging about you want to show gameplay running on the hardware, you have to make it believable to the fans. That includes showing the speed from you starting the game up at the interface to it starting up completely while in the game. You cannot just have a game trailer play that is gameplay. You cannot have a walkthrough of a gameplay that just starts up right. No. we have to see the interface. It would be nice to see the startup. It would be nice to see what the friends section looked like. It would be nice to have a video chat feature, since you're selling cameras and you've been selling cameras since the PS2. Go all out. This system is supposed to be advanced. This system is supposed to be powerful. Everything should be ready day one. You've had your own video chat feature on a PS3. You didn't partner up with any third parties. There's no reason for you not to incorporate that same technique with the PS5. Microsoft acquired Skype specifically so Sony couldn't use it in the PS4. Skype was still available on the PS Vita and still is available on the PS Vita till this day, because that contract was made before Microsoft acquired them. So since Microsoft wanted to do fuck shit last gen, Sony was supposed to partner up with Uvu. I don't know what the fuck happened with Uvu, but that never fucking happened. Again, I believe it went from 8 to 6 people in a party chat, and this was video chat on a PS3. So when the PS3 first came out with the webcams and the network was set up, it was 8 people in a video chat. I think they lowered it to 6 people. You could be on a camera, somebody else could be on a camera, we could all be talking. They need to have that in the PS5. Fuck it. They need to have it. You need the ability to capture everything. I have an Elgato. A lot of other professional people, they have capture devices. We can already capture on the PS4, PS4 Slim, and PS4 Pro. That's awesome. But I want to be able to capture video or, of the interface and shit like that. That's what I want. Guys, I'm sorry for ranting and not reading a lot of this shit. Let me, just really frustrated, man. It's just like racism is so fucked up. It's so strong that it's messing with the gamers. We could understand a virus that kills humans. We could understand that delaying everything that we know, everything that we like to do, everything that we like to see in our life, like sports. Can't go to the mall because of Corona. Can't go on a plane and travel because of Corona. We understand that. But racism? It was always there. I mean, I don't understand why these riots haven't happened many, many years ago. Like, there has never been peace between police and African Americans. We know what they did to us, and they just are afraid of us. And I don't know. I love history. I never, went to college for history, but I know a lot about history. And as far as I know, there's never been a time where we waged war against cops in such a way that they would, for many generations, be afraid of us because of the color of our skin. There's nothing in our history that shows that. We were forced to fight on one side compared to another side on the Civil War. We continue to fight in wars against evil. I mean, we were dragged over here on slave ships to build this country. We were taken from our homes and literally brought to a new place nobody fucking knew, just to help them build this country. And 400 or more years later, they treat us like shit. They're trying to murder us. They're trying to keep it a secret. And somebody that doesn't really deal with all of that, like myself, I have to talk about it. I have to acknowledge it publicly on this channel that's supposed to be only about video games. I now have to acknowledge this. This is painful. It sucks. It's 2020. I'm 31 years old. I don't feel that we need to be talking about racism. I don't feel that other people should hate other people. If anything, the coronavirus should have opened people's eyes to how precious life is. The virus killed every person. Old, young, black, white, Latino. Asian, European. It didn't give a fuck who you were. It killed you. It attacked you. It infected you. Wow. Is that not crazy? That did not bring people together? Although these fake ass advertisements that you've seen on TV, you've seen on the internet, they paint a picture that it brought people together. Look at how fake that was. As soon as they lift the restrictions, a black person gets killed in front of a camera. The cops knew the camera was rolling and they still killed him. Right after the restrictions lifted on a fucking killer virus that the whole world thought was the end of us. We overcame that together, and as soon as it fucking looks like it's going away, people start killing each other again. Wow, man. To be honest, I wish the virus was stronger. I wish the virus lasted longer. And I know I'm going to get my wish. Because we don't know how to act when we're outside. We don't. This is proof. We don't. People could have been on a beach. People could have started traveling again. But because you want to kill someone because you don't like them, because of the color of their skin, and then your police buddies try to cover it up with their bodies, literally. Like they were standing in a way so you couldn't see that the body was dead. Especially the one in front of the camera. It was just so weird. Like, you can't kill somebody in broad daylight. It doesn't matter if you're a police officer. It's wrong. And you kept your knee on his neck for 9 minutes. I believe he was dead in 7 minutes of him doing that. You just didn't care. You did not care that he said he couldn't breathe. You didn't care that he said his stomach was hurting. It did not make you stop doing what you were doing. You had a goal, and your goal was to end his life. And you just didn't give a fuck that you were being recorded the whole time. Like, how can somebody be that heartless? Will this guy see justice? Probably not. I see that there's a picture floating around the internet where they're claiming that that's him and he's been arrested, but that doesn't look like him. We saw what he looks like because we saw the video. The picture that's floating around saying that, okay, he's been arrested, or quote unquote his wife has left him. That's not that guy. Those two are completely different guys. I would only hope that this guy doesn't escape because they put him in the witness protection and change his name and shit like that. I would only hope that that doesn't happen. I saw movies and I saw TV shows where that shit happened. And I don't want to go down that rabbit hole, but he needs justice. And every other cop that tried to provide cover for that crime, literally providing cover by putting their bodies in a way that a camera could not see the action that was unfolding, each and every one of them need life. If you can send a black man to jail for life with an ounce of weed, why can't a white guy go to jail for life for killing someone else? Is it because he's in a uniform? There are tons of other people in this country that wear all different types of uniforms, and when they commit a crime, majority of the time, they serve the time. It seems like cops are the only ones that when they do a crime, it is counted as a mistake, or it was the victim's fault. The victim did not leave the house wanting to be killed. Because if he wanted to be killed, there's such thing as suicide. Nobody walks out the house wanting to kill themselves. And they definitely don't want somebody else to take their life. So how was it the victim's fault? In any case, not just this case, in any case. Does the victim want to get pulled over and frightened in the middle of the night? No one else around. You're barking mixed orders at someone. Does a victim want that when they wake up in the morning? They don't want that. They hope and they pray that they can see another day without that type of incident happening to them. You wouldn't want that to happen to you or your kids or your mom or your aunt or your uncle. So why would you do it to somebody else's family? Why would you take a life? You take a piece of a family when you do that. I want to thank everybody that stopped watching. Everybody that is watching, thank you guys. Everybody that left, because I think I lost 9 or 8 viewers. If that makes you feel uncomfortable, the shit I'm talking about, you can just stay gone. Because this is real life here. This is real life. If you feel you don't feel like you want to hear about racism, you can go. You can unsubscribe. Remember, I have a job that pays for the majority of everything that I've ever unboxed, everything that I've ever shown. By the way, the money in my account when I got this laptop, that was the money that I earned from my job before I got the YouTube check. So just understand, everything I show off, everything I brag about, everything I play, every game, that's me working, going out this house working. YouTube does not pay the bills. If there's any disrespect, it is the disrespect that you don't want to hear these issues that even frustrate a person like me. Yeah, I had an incident last year, and I thought I was going to lose my life. It doesn't matter if I don't have a record. It doesn't matter if I work for the government. It doesn't matter if I have a government clearance, because I had a extensive 1-year background check, and they found nothing wrong. So I was cleared to work where I work. It didn't matter. I saw an FBI agent on Twitter get harassed by 2 cops and almost arrested before they checked his back pocket to find out that he was an FBI agent. And this only happened to him because he was very, very dark-skinned. That's not fair. This guy could have been killed before they checked his badge. In another scenario, if people weren't watching, if cameras were not rolling. It's crazy, man. It's all around us, and it shouldn't be. This is not okay. No one should live in fear. We went to war to protect the Jews against incidents similar to this. It's so weird because we went to war to protect them, to try to save as many of them as we could, because Hitler was terminating these guys. And they came to a country that does the same thing to another race. Isn't that weird? This country is one to talk about what another country does. But we've been doing it like this. This country was made on immigrants and crime and murder. There were people on this land before Europeans invaded it and called it their land. They were Native Americans, or you want to call them Indians. What happened to them? How did Europeans take the land from the Indians? Killed them. You tricked them. And when there wasn't enough of them to build this country, because you killed so many of them, you had the bright idea to invade another country and take them to another country to build that country up. And again, many, many years previous to that event, you stole it from another set of people. That's horrible. Our history is fucked up. I mean, we have some great moments in our history. Amazing moments. Standing up for other countries, saving other individuals. You know, we do some great stuff, but as you can see, all the dirt. I mean, you didn't clean it up. I mean, you didn't apologize to every African American family in the United States of the bullshit you did to their ancestors. And they never will. Like, no. It's just, this is so tiring. I don't like doing this. I don't want to do this. I don't want to talk about this. I come home from work to relax, watch movies, watch animes that have white people in them. I listen to white voices all the time, and I don't give a fuck. I watched a movie yesterday. That was it had a European actor in it. I think it was from London. And that Kate Beckinsale was in it, and I found out the dog was voiced by Robin Williams, which is one of my favorite comedians growing up. So many amazing movies. He's white. Doesn't matter. I love Aladdin, not the live action, the animated movie. I loved it. I watched it so many fucking times. Can't even count. I don't care that Robin Williams is white. I'm not mad at him. You know? I'm not mad at any of the actors or musicians. I don't care. But it's just a different set of individuals in this country that have the same skin color as them that don't like other people that have another skin color. Those individuals I can't stand. You hate for really no reason. No one has done anything to you before you meet them, and you just go at them like they're the fucking devil. Like they fucking killed your parents or some shit. Like, come on, man. It's just, it's fucking stupid. It's fucking stupid. Yeah, man, Robin, like, I think I remember I did a live stream. I think I did a video, sorry, when that happened to Robin Williams. That shit pissed me off. I mean, you never know what somebody's going through. I mean, shit, I've been called racist names a lot this year, last year. The majority of the people that talked about the Wienergate, they were white, and they wanted to tear me down for multiple console generations just because of the color of my skin. But like a lot of African Americans, I dealt with it. You know, people have blocked me because of that. And what really outraged a lot of people is because the two individuals were a different color than I was. And they could not believe that two females of a different color would even talk to an individual like me. And again, that in itself is racism. But I brushed it off my shoulders, and I continue to do what I love, to talk about games, to show you guys games. And that's all that really matters, man. I try to get away from the bullshit in the world. We all do. Nobody can say they don't. You play these video games to escape to another world so you can forget about whatever fucked up thing has happened to you that day. School might have pissed you off. College might be stressful. The boss might be getting on your fucking nerves. You know. You might be trying to escape the nagging of a wife or the crying of a kid. You might only have an hour to play a game. But for that 1 hour, you can forget about all of that. And you can be at peace. That right there, that's what I love. That's what I love. Speaking of loving that, I need to get some noise canceling headphones like by the end of the year. I just want the best. I don't give a fuck if it's $1,000. I need noise canceling headphones so good that I don't hear shit. Look, it could be a fucking earthquake. No, not earthquake. It could be a fucking plane or something that's like overhead, and I wouldn't hear anything. I just need the best fucking headphones. I need them. I need them bad. Well, that's the thing, Dom. Let's read some of these comments. The thing about it is, the majority of the time, races will not publicly make themselves known, especially at a certain part in our history, because it is it is bad to be a racist. It was made bad so many fucking years ago to be a racist. And it was made that if they come out as a racist, people would shame them. Now, if you're a racist, as you could see before, what's his name, George Floyd died and got killed by the cops. There was an incident where a female called the cops on an African American that told her to put her dog on a leash, and she was holding the dog by his collar, literally choking him, and the African American was just watching some birds. He was out there minding his own business. He didn't want to get bit or, anything by the dog. So all he said is, you know you're not supposed to put the dog on a leash. She called the cops on him, pretended that he was assaulting her and everything. And again, he's recording the whole situation. And it's like, when everybody found out where she works, and she worked with other people of color, that she acted that way. She literally, that was attempted murder. You know the history between cops and African Americans, and you literally tried to weaponize that to do harm to someone else because you were corrected. That was just fucked up. Again, races are never gonna manifest themselves to you when you walk by them in the hallways of your school or the streets of your city. It takes certain situations for them to, show themselves. Yeah, most of the people that are behind the computer screen or they're on their cell phone and they make these troll accounts and they call you the N-word, they would not dare to say that in somebody's face. Not just because they will be recorded and potentially lose their job, and then everybody in their family and neighborhood would shame the fuck out of them. No. They are also afraid of getting their ass beat. If somebody disrespected your family in the way that the N-word and what that means to us, you will probably be ready to fight every time they said that word. But there has not been a derogatory word made for white people or Caucasian people, and I'm happy. There should not be a bad word for any race. There shouldn't be. I'm African American, so I know that word, and I know how painful it is sometimes. Sometimes I hear it so much that it makes me so numb that I don't give a fuck about it. Of course I'll block someone, but it's like, hey, I can't argue with someone so afraid to use the word behind a fake profile picture or a fake account. No. You see me in person and say that. If you're too afraid to do that, you shouldn't be using the word on the internet anyway. That's the thing, Dom. That was the thing. A lot of this stuff was hidden, and it was on its way out because President Obama, bridged a lot of gaps. And it's so weird that we got Trump, and he made it his personal goal to undo everything Obama did. It's not just the healthcare. There are laws. There are things that would help people that Obama put in place that he undid. Obama had a plan for a virus just like the coronavirus. And instead of using that strategy, Trump disabled the strategy. He defunded that. And that's why the coronavirus lasted so long. That's why it was so devastating to us. I mean, he's a bad president. He's a bad person. And I'm not gonna lie, I never knew that he was this bad. I don't think anybody knew how bad he was. Nobody knew that he was racist or has racist tendencies. No one knew. Trump is a completely different person than he was before he even attempted to go after the White House. He never said these type of things publicly. He never. I don't even know how many times he wore a hat with a message on it, like the Make America Great Again hat. Like, it's literally like it's somebody called Trump, but it's another person. You know, it's weird. It's just so weird. I think the best thing we can do, and it's dark. It's really, really dark. Right? This is some grim shit. Those of us that are left alive in November need to vote. And the reason why I say that is the incident that's going on in D.C. that forced my building to evacuate. Literally, I only worked for less than 2 hours before we were evacuated because of protesters. I think that there will be incidents that happen among police and National Guards that will see individuals injured or killed, and it will escalate this issue to a level that I don't want to see. But I'm not a dumbass. I'm a realist, and there's some things that are just so fucking obvious. If you really, really want things to go or calm down, let these people show off their anger. I don't approve of the stealing, right? But you're burning a fucking car and nobody's in it. Nobody's in the car. You gonna kill somebody because they're burning a fucking car? Are they burning a human? There are monsters in our history that went to school where children go to learn. They went there with the intent to kill, and they did kill. They not only killed kids, but they killed teachers. And instead of the cops going there to end that individual's life because they ended multiple other individuals, one instance, the killer was taken to Burger King to get food after he had just killed people. Like, why is that alright? Like, again, mass murderers live longer than someone getting pulled over and they're black. It's just the fucking truth. That's how this country is. Think about that. I want everybody to think about that. How many people have shot up a school and come out alive? A lot. They go to trial. They're declared insane. Most of them are not given the death penalty. And they live in jail off of taxpayer money. And I don't think that's right. If you take a life, your life should be taken. That's the one thing I like about the old days. You know what I'm saying? Where, and I'm not talking about like the lynching or whatever. Like, remember in the Wild West, you committed a crime, they might hang you or whatever, or like something else. You know, a little harsher than just rotting away in jail. It's fucking easy now. I mean, there's a lot of things you can do in jail. Like, there's some people that can have phones in jail and televisions in their jail cell and got refrigerators in there and shit. It's kind of like, you know, it's kind of like the quarantine for Corona. You know, they're not suffering. That's the end of it. They're not suffering at all. They took lives and they're not suffering. And they went to schools and they shot up schools. They killed teachers. They killed kids, and they didn't suffer. When they got outside the building, they were not shot on sight. That's fucked up. We saw a black man that officer used his knee as a deadly weapon to kill this man. And that man had not shot up that store that he left. He had not shot anyone with a dangerous weapon. He had Doesn't have a knife on him. Nothing. Not even a slingshot. He was killed. He didn't even do shit. That's fucked up. I'm glad that there were no school shootings this year because of the coronavirus. We should be thankful to the coronavirus that it would lower the number of kids that would be killed in school. I'm grateful to the coronavirus. The coronavirus did something that Donald Trump could not do. The coronavirus protected kids from getting shot in school. Trump has the power to do it, but he decides not to. I don't know why he wants people to get shot and killed in school. And every time that incident would happen, he would not call for the death penalty of that individual. He would not condemn that individual by name. Some of the individuals did support things Trump said. Some of them were just, I don't know, crazy. It doesn't really matter. Like if you can take a life, you know something. True Whittier, eye for an eye. Eye for an eye. Those cops killed him. Look, man, I think they need the death penalty. I'm not calling for anybody to go and harm them in any way. I'm not that type of person. What I do believe is they should all be prosecuted as quickly as possible. They all killed him. They all should have the same sentence. First-degree murder, manslaughter, and not only serve life in jail, but they need to be on death row. Again, they could do all this in the instance of a day. You know how many black people get caught with just a little bit of weed before it was made legal, and they serve life in jail for a little bit of weed? They fucked up their whole life. Now it's, you can't really do that anymore now. Majority of the states, it's legal to smoke weed. And then there's, a lot of people that are not African Americans that smoke weed, and, can't really keep arresting people because of weed anymore. You just can't do it. Oh my God, it sucks. This whole situation sucks. I know. I mean, what's funny is other countries have different ways of dealing with people like them, and I mean, they should all be grateful that they're in the United States, and that they can get away with murder, because that's what happened. Like, you use deadly force on someone that had two other full-grown men holding him down. A total of 3 grown men were using their body weight to hold this one man down. How strong do you think he was? Do you think he was fucking Superman? Why did it take 3 men to hold one individual down that was not struggling, was not, being aggressive? He was very compliant. Again, all of this going on while camera is in their face, and they still killed him. I think the camera on the back of your phone is probably the most powerful weapon against this injustice that is going on. I mean, it will expose individuals that do bad things, and then the public can decide how bad it is. The public decided that the way George Floyd died was inhumane, and it pissed them off. These were African Americans, these were whites, these were Asians, these were Muslims, these were Amish people, so many different types of people around the world are marching, they're protesting, because that was fucked up. Simple as that. That was just really uncalled for. It was really fucked up. Wow, just fucked up. So, the event is postponed. Let's just be honest, the event is actually canceled. Nobody knows when it will be. And I just think that it doesn't need to be the same event that they were planning, Because if they do that because they delayed this, whatever they were planning after this would also be delayed by default. We all remember what happened with Last of Us. See, when Last of Us got delayed and got pushed to June, which was the month that Ghost of Tsushima was going to be released in, by default they had to push Ghost of Tsushima back too. So then they pushed it back to July. You see what I'm saying? So, they can't fucking do that. They can't. So this event needs to be different than whatever they planned. They need to make sure the console is revealed at the event. Be honest, depending on how far they delay this, they might as well tell us the fucking price as well. Just get all the fucking info out there. I don't give a fuck. Let that shit be 3 hours long. I'm cool. I'm cool with watching a movie about PlayStation. A PlayStation movie about the PS5. I will watch it. I will watch it over and over and over and over again. I don't give a fuck. And I think everybody in the chat agrees. You would watch an event that's 3 hours long showing off everything about the PS5 in one place on one day. Why split that shit up in 3 different live streams? I don't see a reason. I don't mind if you have different live streams for new PS5 announcement games, like a state of play. That's cool. But as far as splitting up the price reveal, the console reveal, and the gameplay reveal, just put it all together like it's an E3 conference. I don't see no reason why you should split it up. Just merge that shit together. Let's just do it. Yeah, I mean, I'm reading what you're saying, True Witty. Yeah, I mean that was gonna happen anyway. They were only gonna get the cop that agitated, the cop that agitated most people in the video, and it was the guy with his neck, his knee on the guy's neck. Everybody else was trying to, literally, it looked like they were just trying to cover the guy's body when they noticed that, he was dead or dying. It was like, hey, let's just stand around and hope that people don't see him. But yeah, they're all guilty. They're all guilty. It's just like if a cop shoots an unarmed individual, white, black, male, female, it doesn't matter. They both should be charged. The partner should be charged because the partner most of the time will call in and say something that's not true. Or might not volunteer to be a witness of what they saw, and that's wrong too. I mean, that's what witnesses are. Like, if you investigate a murder, right, that's not, when you call in the police to investigate a murder, what are they going to do? They're going to try to talk to everybody to see what happened. They expect you to tell the truth. If you don't tell the truth, then they can lock you up. Most of the time they will. Or they will suspect that you are a prime suspect in the case and you had something to do with it. Why can't it work the other way around? Like, the partner should be grilled to make sure that he's telling the truth. He should be given a lie detector test to make sure that every statement he said is true. You do this for civilians. You need to start doing this for cops. We're all human. And because we're all human, we all make mistakes. So nobody's perfect. It doesn't matter if you're wearing a uniform or you're wearing a tank top. Nobody is perfect. Jesus was not perfect. There was a time where Jesus, from what I understand, he got pissed off and he destroyed property. He was tired of what he was seeing in the church. And I believe he flipped over a table that had gold coins on it. And I think he flipped over some more tables. He was just outraged and pissed off about what he was seeing in the church. I think it's the only time that anybody recorded that Jesus literally got mad and did something bad. Of course, he asked for forgiveness after that, but still. The lesson is, even he got pissed off. Even he was not perfect. If Jesus wasn't perfect, none of us are perfect. Vegan VR King, that right there, I guess we might as well talk about it. If just allow me to eat my dinner, because I got home, I had like what, a snack or something, and that's it, man. I mean, it's been a crazy day, man. And then I gotta wake up and make sure I'm up by 8 o'clock so I can go to work at 10 o'clock in the morning, because they want us out of that building earlier than we ever were. We're working with the morning shift. How weird is that? Like the night shift is working with the morning shift because they want us out of the building at a certain time. So it's like two morning shifts. It's just crazy, man. Like, man, I want the riots to stop, but it's very easy. Announce a law that any cop that kills a civilian that's unarmed goes to jail for life. And under certain circumstances, they get the death penalty. As simple as that. If you can give the death penalty to an unarmed person, why can't the justice system give you the death penalty for taking a life? Again, you would not want your family to be damaged by an uncalled for life. Nobody would want that. Again, go back, look at the school shootings. When those parents say goodbye to their kids when they're leaving out of the house to catch the bus to go to school, they expect to see them back. In many of those incidents, they did not. Those children had been killed in a place where they were supposed to be safe. Their lives was changed forever. It's the same thing. When you killed Floyd, you killed a father, you killed a brother, you killed a son, and you didn't give a fuck about the impact that it would place upon that one family. But as you can see, that impact was greater because of how horrific it was. Oh, God, it was horrific. I should run for president. Nah, man. I don't want to get killed. So one of my coworkers just texted me, so that's an all week thing, which ain't bad. Because the thing about that is, if we're leaving work at 6 p.m. every day, at least on Friday, I'll be home early, and it makes the day a little bit better. So that's not bad. So yeah, I'm gonna still take this Thursday because I'm gonna need the break. I'm gonna need a break. Fuck that dumb shit. Let me put it this way. I'm gonna be honest. I wanted a younger candidate. The reason why I like Biden, I like that he was the vice president of Obama. Okay, we're automatically supposed to like and support Biden, and I will vote for him. But I believe he is old, and I believe that I don't want him to die before he becomes our president. I also believe I don't want him to die in office of old age or any type of health condition. And I'm not confident. Because when you're dealing with a troll like Donald Trump, that's going to put extra years on your fucking life. There are a lot of people that aged much more quickly than him because they have to deal with his shit. As we all know in American history, a president can go into the office with one color hair, and most of the time when they come out, their hair color is gray or white. It's because they have to deal with the weight of the world. There's a lot of stress. You're not supposed to put that stress on the people that you're there to protect. Like, come on, man. You're supposed to make sure that we believe in law enforcement. You're supposed to be there to make sure we believe in the government and we can trust the government. Why did they elect an idiot that puts so much stress on everybody he's supposed to care for? Horrible president. Horrible, man. He takes the cake. He's the worst president in our history. But they have to find a reason to find the real fountain of youth and give that shit to Biden. Take 20 years off of his life. Then he can give a good fight to Trump. You know, he's a grandpa. And I'm not saying anything like that to be negative. It's not that I don't like the guy. It's just I know what he's up against, and he needs a little bit of youth. He really does. He needs some youth. You know. So we're not dealing with any racists or trolls. However many accounts you make, we will be blocking them today. Yeah, I would just wish Biden was like at least 15 years younger, you know, just a few years younger. Oh, that was what you was talking about earlier. You were talking about old school. I was like, what is old school? What are you guys talking about? Oh, it was a troll. I must have not saw him up there. Jamar, I got no problems with you, man, but we've talked multiple times. I don't want you to mute or block anybody without me seeing them. To be honest, I'm just changing the rules. I will block them. You guys can point them out, but I don't want anybody blocking anybody. So Sam told me that he has some problems, so you got to talk to Sam. This is my channel, but when we go live, we go live under the umbrella of the PlayStation Legion. So hey, you have to wait until Sam is live, or we can get in there and Sam can talk. No hard feelings, man. If you do, you know, I apologize about that, but you gotta follow the rules. Don't worry, you get it back before the end of the year. Trust me. Probably before the PS5 is announced. Yeah, I mean, you guys you're always welcome to time these individuals out, but if for whatever reason that they're doing the spoiler thing, by you timing them out, I will check, or if they're doing racist shit, I will check, and I will make that decision to block. And I have a pretty good block instinct, so that's good. Yeah, I mean, I would, but some people don't see reason. You know, some people you can't change their way of thinking. You can give them all the facts in the world, but because someone else told them something first, they believe whatever you're telling them is a lie. It doesn't matter how much proof you give them, you're the liar, and they know better than you. I'm gonna be honest, man. I wish a lot of people voted for Hillary. I know people hated her and the people didn't trust her, but there's no way we would have been worse off with her than we are with this guy. There's no way. I think we all are living proof that he was a bad choice. He was a bad choice. The people that voted for him, I gotta talk to a lot of these individuals that are worse off. How? What did he do to make you believe he was a better candidate? I gotta know, man. Like, I gotta know. Did he give you some money? Like, what did he do? Like, what promise did he make? A fucking wall? The wall's still not built. He still doesn't have the money for the wall. There's no way he'll be able to make it by the end of the year. keep immigrants out of the country, that was a failure. Immigrants fly in. They sail in. They drive into this country every fucking day. Failure. Everything he said, failure. Take away Obamacare, that hurt people. Coronavirus came around, nobody had any health insurance because you took it away. It is a failure of a president. He does not help the people. He hurts the people in so many different ways. Adam Cole. Adam, help me get back on track with gaming, bro. Let me hop in that chat, man. I'm tired of talking about politics and racism. That shit is boring. It's tiring, man. Drain the fuck out of me. This guy looks at a fucking wall and makes love to it.
What do you want?
I want you to tell me what's going on.
Nothing, brother. What
going on?
What are you talking about, bro?
I want to talk about why you and Jody are conspiring to know things that I can't know.
Because you can't, Jay.
What if I give you one of the gummy bears that I got?
The
red one. Adam.
Sure
But the red one, buddy. What if I give you the red one? Two red ones. Yeah. Okay, man. Tell me what's going on. Any you got any leads of how long we would be waiting? Because I'm trying to figure out, should I go to work or should I take my Thursday? Huh?
I mean, do you want to know?
Yeah, you might as well tell me. I'm just gonna eat my lunch and listen to your voice tell me the truth.
I mean, it's just pretty simple, bro. It all depends on your country.
What?
Yeah.
What does that mean? Goobity gig.
How long this shit's gonna last?
I don't know. They keep killing people. It's gonna last longer.
There you go. This could theoretically.
Fuck!
It could last until, well, I'll say early July. Because the thing is, Jay, what they were going to show at this, the reason why they backed out of it was because of what they were theoretically going to show within the games aspect, the materials, which wouldn't bode well in some ways, to say the least. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, from what I've been told is that if they do push it to July, which is when they do the tear down of the console, it would be the sense where PlayStation will probably make that. They'll probably overall they'll probably combine both shows to a 2-hour, probably over 2 hours, maybe a 2-hour show. You have an hour of games, and then an hour and 10 minutes of the games, and then 50 minutes, maybe 40 of the console teardown. Yeah.
Wow.
Yep. It depends on how it goes down that point. And the thing is, I can actually see this happening.
Everything you just said, I was talking about. I was like, there's no way that you can't merge those events together because you will have no choice. Other than that, you would just keep pushing things back until it's like fucking August or September, and you don't want to do that.
Yeah, it's the whole thing of it's damned if you do, damned if you don't sort of thing. Like the thing that they did today was a very I saw EA post something up. I think it was during the weekend about Madden, and I was like to myself, I wonder if PlayStation are going to do the same thing, and I had a very bad feeling they were going to do it.
Do what?
And again, not in the sense of bad feeling, as in like fuck them for doing this sort of thing. They did the right fucking thing. They did the right decision. And any Xbox fan, which I have seen a few people try and bring in the bullshit console aspect, are fucking toxic, bro. And some of them being called out.
True Witty with the $5 super chat. I forgot about this one, buddy. Let's lighten things up. You hear GameStop was looted and no Xbox games were taken, they don't even want to steal an Xbox or its games, not even for free. I saw that video. All I'm gonna say, it's very true.
Yeah.
The people like Nintendo, people like PlayStation. Those are probably the first two games and consoles that were stolen in that GameStop.
Yeah. Well, I
thought that shit was hilarious. I'm like, hey, even when you have to go into the store to pay money, you already know what you're gonna buy. When you had to rob that place, you knew what you were gonna steal. Simple as that.
Yeah, I don't know when the show's going to start. I mean, there was a part of me that was one thinking maybe they might. I mean, maybe theoretically they might just delay the show for like just this week, and then this Friday they go, "Hey guys, want to do it next week?" But then the thing is about next week. I don't
believe in the power of dreams, and I think that you need to understand that
next week either, because you have Cyberpunk and you got EA on the Thursday.
And the fuck.
Again, like they won't do it on the Thursday, Jay. They want that time for themselves. It doesn't matter whatever they show. They want
whatever happens with Cyberpunk can easily be outdone by the PS5 reveal. Come on, bro. Don't disrespect the PS5 like that. Come on, man.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you,
Jay.
They
can do it the same fucking day. Hey, you get in the game and you're learning about the future. What's not to love?
No. If they're going to do it, they will do it earlier on that week, or they will do it for the following week. Simple as.
That's illegal. Everything you just said.
If it's EA, but Cyberpunk's like, don't matter. Does not matter.
Look.
They want that. They
don't do it next week, and they don't do it the week of The Last of Us, they're going to have to either do it the last week of June or the beginning of July. And again, I agree with what you said, because I said it earlier. If they move to July, the event is going to be a two-hour event, which is weird because I showed it off on Twitter and I talked to Jabari about it. When you sign up for the event, it says 2 hours and 30 minutes. The PS4 event was 2 hours and 6 minutes. If this was the event that they were bragging about for a long time that we knew, there's no way this event was going to be just... I mean, you could wrap everything up in 2 hours and 30 minutes. That would make the show 30 minutes shorter than the original PS4 reveal.
The first show...
Hold on, Rice Eater just sent a super chat for you. George Floyd Memorial Service is Thursday the 4th. The same day... Oh.
That isn't the reason, though. That is not the reason.
It's not the reason, but again, I had this thought in my head before I even said it tonight. How many people are gonna watch the event if so many people are out there marching?
Again,
Sony wants to break records with these views, bro.
It's funny to me because I've seen a lot of people react to this within publications, and the thing was like. A few of them have said they're a bit bummed that this happened because it was the case of them saying that it was a sense of like an uplifting thing, like take their mind off of things, which I agree with. But the problem is what they're going to be showing at the event. Like,
what I don't like is every country is now confirming, hey, we're canceling the PS5 event. It's like. It reminds me of a Cry Wolf situation. Hey, help me out over here. Help me out. Oh, he's joking. He does it 3 more fucking times, and the 4th time you don't believe him, or the 3rd time you don't believe him. All I'm saying is, don't announce a fucking date until you're sure. That's it. 2 days in advance. I don't like that, but whatever. You know, do what you gotta do. Look, just do what you gotta do. But I don't want no more announcements that you plan that you think could be canceled by worldwide events. So as of right now, I don't want to hear PlayStation say shit about the PS5 until you're ready to show it. Until you're ready to show it on a date that you don't think anything will fuck with.
You can't say that though, because again, anything could happen.
So you're basically saying they're just gonna keep canceling and delaying that shit until fucking August.
No. Like, listen, like fucking think about this whole year in just in theoretical sense, from the corona, from what's going on right now to what happened at the beginning with Australia. Like, obviously, those things may not be within the aspects of where they're doing it, like country-wise or whatever. But the thing is, it's the sense of like, it's just a point of showing sympathy. Like, and like I'm saying, right, within this reveal, they do have games that they were going to show that wouldn't paint them in the best of light when it comes down to rioting, looting, violence, and protesting. Because there are things in that reveal that there are games in that reveal that doesn't give you a good taste. It really doesn't. And it's like I said,
I'm gonna sit up here and tell you, bro. There was a lot of shit that I retweeted or I liked on Twitter, and I don't know if you saw all of the bad shit. But
it's not.
This shit ain't gonna end this week. All I'm saying is you should have just got the news out there. Hey, if people saw it when they came home from the protest, then they saw it at a later date. But I think that you should have just spit it out. Now, look. Now, I don't know when it's going to be. And nobody else knows when it's going to be. But it could be delayed indefinitely because you never know when this situation is going to be over.
Well, no, that's the problem, though. And like I'm going to say, right, and I don't know if this will piss people off. I'm sorry if it does. But you can only show sympathy for something or somebody for so long. Right? You have to move on, right?
All I'm gonna say is when there are more. I was trying to tell you, bro. There were more incidents like this that happened this weekend. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. This is not going away.
Yeah, I know, dude. You're talking to someone that lived near in 2011. You're talking to someone that lived near Tottenham when fucking London riots were happening, where something similar happened. Similar to what's going on there, but it wasn't about a black life. It was actually no, it was the guy that he was black, but it was the case of it wasn't revolved around that. It was revolved around something completely different. And people started rioting on that day, setting off lighting up cars, and then that shit transpired to all across fucking England. They thought, oh, I can get away with shit like that. That shit I think lasted over a couple of weeks. I think it was.
Well, yeah. That means we got 2 more weeks.
Your country's way bigger, bro, and not again. Just
all I want to know, man, are they gonna fucking delay The Last of Us because of this shit? Because I need to know.
Just the fact of that how quickly shit has transpired from Minnesota, fucking all over the states, and let alone the world itself. Like you have Germany, you have England. Like I had a bunch of friends give me pictures, sending me fucking snaps on WhatsApp of them being in Trafalgar Square, marching towards the U.S. Embassy.
It's fucking magical, bro. And
it was great. Yeah, it is.
I mean, look, I don't want anybody to think I don't support this movement. I support this movement a lot. I love that the vehicles are on fire. I love that people can see how angry and upset and how tired people are about being racial profiled or killed or assaulted, but like I said earlier, I never thought that racism would affect my gaming. I never thought.
I'm pretty sure, but when Corona, again, because Corona's a fucking thing. Like before this happened, loads of people were made redundant in work and shit like that. That adds on to what's going on right now.
Exactly.
And that's even going to make it even worse.
I mean, people need to understand, if your business is getting robbed, they're robbing it because they didn't have the money to go there anyway. Like, seriously. I just need y'all to know that. People have been out of work for 3 fucking months, and our United States government refuses to give out another stimulus check. This is another reason why people are out in the fucking streets. Yeah. Last week, we got the confirmation that Trump and the Republicans refused to give out another stimulus check because they believe that most of the cities and states are open. So, yeah, they believe that everybody is open so everybody can work.
Like, it's funny to me because Trump he's theoretically, systematically fucking destroying your country. And it's also a sense of, he distanced himself.
Boris Johnson is
World Health Organization, right? Something about that. He distancing himself. Fucking idiotic move. Really fucking idiotic move. And now apparently...
Hold on, Adam. Hold on. You're talking about our president. That's Highly.
Oh, don't yourself, Jay. He can go suck a big bag of
That's
dicks.
highly disrespectable.
Piece of shit, bro. Everyone
I mean,
knows
you're
it.
talking about idiotic, but you're talking about an idiot. Like, come on, bro.
Aaron Greenberg would be a better president.
I don't know about Aaron of the Greenbergs. But yeah, bro. Look, I saw stores that had not even opened in D.C. because they were still closed because of the coronavirus, and they were getting boarded up. Again, these stores have been closed for months. A lot of people don't work. A lot of people doing these marches, they're kind of like the hippies of the 70s. They're there for the cause, but they have nowhere else to go, bro. Like, they have no more money or anything, and it's sad. Like, you had a chance to help these people out of poverty, to give stimulus checks, but you refused to do so. Of course, I think I ended up using mine for the fucking laptop and shit like that. I forgot what I fucking... No, I ended up dividing that shit. I don't know what the fuck I did with the stimulus.
Yes, though. I mean, the thing that would go against the whole aspect of the escalate, which I hope that more people are doing this, is I've been seeing loads of videos of, well, just actual peaceful... I would say...
True Witty with the $2 super chat, he said, you heard Trump said the protesters are cowards. See, he's only saying that because we said he was a coward because they turned off all the lights to the White House and it was confirmed that he was hiding in a fucking bunker. So, I mean, I think he's only saying that out of retaliation of everybody in the world calling him a coward last night. So, I don't know. I mean...
No, I think I watched a lot of things yesterday. I saw a lot of things of, like, basically just universal, you know, whatever the color of the skin was. You know, peaceful protesters literally stopping people from spray painting, from damaging, like, property, you know, whether it's a shop, whether it's a house, or whatever it may be. And I remember seeing a bunch of, like, it's like literally this white guy fucking chiseling on the sidewalk, right? This brick. Yeah. So like 5 black dudes jumped in, ripped the fucking hammer from him, and literally handed it over to the place. I'm like, good. That's what it should be the case. And like, if there's more people like that are at these protests stopping those fucking idiots doing that, because you understand.
Adam, do you remember do you remember reading this story when you was a kid? What is elementary school called in the UK?
Primary school.
Primary school. So you remember in primary school it was like this children's book. You remember Little Red Riding Hood?
Yeah.
Okay, have you ever heard of this children's book called PC Port Begging Trolls?
Fuck's sake, Jay.
I wrote it when I was a fucking 2 years old, and is this not similar? Like they're fake, and you think that they're gonna go buy the game, but they're not, and then you look at this person, and you think he's part of the protest, but he's not. He's not at all. He's not marching. He never marched with the group. He was specifically pinned there so he could destroy fucking property, and people can pin it on other individuals. I'm so glad they took that guy down. They took another guy down. Some other guy got punched in their face. I love that. I love it, bro.
Now, this is the thing, man. You could literally, if you're in the if you were outside.
Also, I saw Batman. He was fighting crime out there too.
Yeah, and this is the thing, though, right? If you were outside within these protests, right, you could be standing next to a fucking activist, whether it's a white supremacist or whoever else, right? And I mean, I've been seeing like those people take pictures of people with like either patches or something, where people are seeing signals of like, you know, people that are out there trying to stir shit, trying to make people or protesters.
Do you understand that this guy right here, this guy that talks to a wall 28% of the time, he can see the shit that's going on. Adam motherfucking Core can see it. Bro,
I was living in America.
That's crazy, bro. That's some crazy shit. Adam can see what's going on, bro. And he's not even in the United States. That's crazy, man.
I just hope that this shit, for me personally, not the same thing. I want this shit to blow over so I can watch PlayStation, or I can watch Xbox and all that crap. Fuck that crap. Because you know what the funny thing is, right? Here's the honest factor. If this shit carries on, right, Xbox won't be doing their event. They won't. They will not do that July event. They will not be doing that Xbox June event that they were planned. This Xbox service thing that they're going to be doing in June, right? That's probably going to get delayed, whatever it is. I don't know if it's like a TV, if it's like a video thing, or if it's a blog thing. But I'm guaranteeing they're going to hold that off because of what's going on. Like, no one's going to budge. They're going to be like, they're going to, try and let it go the way it goes. But I hope, in some factor, this shit dies down, because just in general, man, no one wants to fucking see this shit. Like, we're in a
Well, it would die down if Donald Trump would stop agitating people, but
we're in a COVID situation, right? A world where you've got all these people sitting together, and I would be shocked if, like, after this goes, like, after this dwindles down, like, there isn't an increase of fucking, like, cases. If that doesn't happen, I'm like, yo, is coronavirus even a fucking thing?
I think that a lot of the protesters will probably have coronavirus. And it will surge because of the protests, because think of it. I mean, come on, man. Like, it's a lot of people together, and some of those people, don't have masks. Majority of them that I saw, they all have masks, and I love it. I love that they're all wearing masks. I love that they have hand sanitizer. I love that they're organized enough to pass around water and make sure people are fed. I love that. I love it so much.
Can't do it bad, man.
But, the bad actors, they're the ones that make the news. Think about the news. What is the news? The news only reports on bad shit. The majority of the news that ever gets reported, they never talk about good stuff. They talk about bad. Hey, look at that cop car on fire. Hey, look at that guy that just broke in there. Are they paying attention to the people marching? All the peaceful people? All the people with these amazing shirts and signs? No. Oh, look at that. Somebody got thrown to the ground. Hey, look at that. I mean, some of the news I saw is reporting shit that has nothing to do with the fucking protests. Like, the Antifa people or whatever they are, like, bro, they got nothing to do with the fucking protest. Why are you reporting on them? I'm glad you're reporting that they're doing bad shit, but make sure you tie them to the crimes that are...
This is what I mean, right?
Oh, fuck, Adam.
No, I'm just saying, I didn't expect this right now. Cool. Even Call of Duty, right?
Oh,
they literally have just posted up to just recently saying why we all look forward to playing the new season of Modern Warfare, Warzone, and Call of Duty Mobile. Now is not the time. We are moving the launches of Modern Warfare Season 4 and Call of Duty Mobile Season 7 to a later date. Right now, it's time for those speaking up for equality, justice, and change to be seen and heard. We stand all together. See, that's what I mean, bro. Like, they didn't have to do that, but they did. They did. They're like, yo, we're gonna let them have their people that are protesting have their spotlight. And it's like, yeah, good. It's like, it's funny, Xbox fans or whoever the fuck they were talking shit about how PlayStation are delaying their event, saying, oh, they're just scared. No, they weren't. Because when I saw this morning that they were fucking putting adverts on ESPN, I was literally going to tell you next time I spoke to you, expect very good things from this show. Because I already know a few things. And I didn't want to set anyone's expectations high. I wanted everyone to like go in with a certain mindset. But like them being that bullish, right? And again, think about it, right? Microsoft didn't do anything like that. They weren't advertising it on cable TV in the US. They weren't doing that. PlayStation are. And it's like, if they're doing that, they're not doing that for the reason that they, they're hyping it up for the show, knowing it's going to be bad. No. They know what they're showing. And they know that, whoever's going to be tuning into that show is going to be leaving that show amazed in what they're going to be experiencing next gen. And again, the console is not going to be shown. None of that stuff is going to be shown. It's going to be strictly the content of the games. In which, like I said, some of the content of the games is not rightly themed with what's going on in America. So it's like, yeah. Yeah, man. Anyway.
I wish the shit would just stop. I want to say go away, but it's not. Just make it stop. You know, just do the right thing, man. You don't want people to be killed in your family. Stop killing other people in their family.
What's this here? Adam, I look forward when I'm off one of these days to join you, Son of Sam, Jay. Dude, man, I look forward to it as well, man.
Yeah, me too, man. Schedules are weird. They call it weird schedule.
Yeah, what's going on with that then? Because they took that day off. What, are you gonna try and go in?
Not try. I might. I mean, if by Thursday we get a confirmation that they got a new day, then hey, we be set.
Yeah.
But
it's like I said, man. I feel like you can only show sympathy for I don't know, it's not bad for them to like keep it from delay it for like a couple of weeks. Like, that's all right, but it's just a sense of I reached was it last week?
Mm-hmm.
Monday last week, I woke up to news that basically my dog, one of my dogs, basically she had a couple weeks ago she had a lump. She had a couple of lumps, right, which were cancerous. They got her in the vet, got them removed. Month later, we felt some bumps, took her in, they grew back.
Oh.
So it was a sense of, basically we were told we can do it again, but eventually they're just going to come back. So we knew eventually, right, we're going to have to put her down. There's not when it comes to those sort of things, right, with dogs or even in with people, you can't make them suffer, bro. You really can't. Well, with dogs, it's a bit more simpler. Animals. You can't put them through that sort of shit. So we were given some sort of steroids that help her along the way. And Monday last week, I woke up with my mum saying to me, "Hey, I got some bad news." I went, "What's that?" I went, Don't say that." And she told me that our dog had a stroke and passed away in our living room.
Oh my god!
And I was fucking crushed by that. The thing is, my story about this is that I had my piece. I said my words. I fucking, I ain't gonna lie, I teared up, and I would do. It's my fucking dog. But it's a case of, I can't feel sad for that, I can feel sad for maybe a couple of days, right? But for a week, all that bits and bobs, it gets to a point where it's just you can only feel sad about something or for someone for so long, whatever the manner is, you know what I mean? You got, if it's with this, for instance, you feel terrible that this shit. This shit hasn't just lifted up randomly, man. This shit's been going on for fucking years upon years, and I've seen videos of I watched this video of a young black guy, it looks what, 17. The guy was in his 40s and the guy was in his 60s, right? The guy in the 60s was pissed off. He was ready to do some violence. The kid didn't know what he was supposed to do, right? Whether he's supposed to be peaceful or be violent. The guy in the middle though literally came out and directly spoke to the young guy and said, "Listen, what he's doing," and he's pointing to the old guy, right, the old boy, what he did isn't working. You need to figure out for the future of yourself and the future of...
Oh, I saw that video, yeah.
Yeah, exactly, bro. And I'm I fucking agree on that. But the thing is, how do you rightfully protest? Because people have done it peacefully. People have done it with violence, and it hasn't worked. And it's how do you do it? And there is no right or wrong way. It's hard. It is really hard. But seeing the way it's done, from what I've been seeing with pictures and videos, I think it's the right way. Sitting down, protesting. I mean, fuck. I saw this black kid jump over this fucking barrier, and literally this white girl, seconds with no clarity, no hesitation, jumps over. Literally goes in front of him, hands up, with this kid with his hands up, and she was protecting him. I'm seeing that sort of shit, if that is not powerful, if that's not telling you that what the police are doing or whatever, even the fucking president, right, if that is not telling you you're not doing shit right, or you're not saying the right things, I don't know what the fuck he's doing. I mean, that's his Trump as well, it's hard to even talk about. Yeah. Yeah, what's it called? Yeah, it's just bad, man. But let's see, because humans don't poorly mourn pets because they just replace them. Can't compare that level of. I mean, no, you can't. But
I
like,
mean, let me put it this way. Sorry, that's wrong. You can. You fucking can. It's a
yeah,
human.
bro.
I mean, it's not a human. It's a living thing. You can grow attachments to a living thing,
Mm,
and that shit can crush you just like if uh a brother or sister or mom, a son or daughter has died because that's a part of your family.
that's like somebody living on their
How
own,
old was
bro.
your
That's
how old was the dog?
how old's the dog? She was 10.
That's a long time, bro. 10 years is a
10 years in
long
dog.
time.
Again, 10 years in dog years. So with a year in dog years is 7. So she had 10. Yeah.
That's all I'm
Like,
gonna say right now. You can't just tell him that hey, you can't compare it. No, you can compare it. You can.
I mean, yeah, you
That
can. You
means
can.
that
But like,
you
it's
love that dog. That
yeah,
dog was a part of your family. It's the same as a human being a part of
yeah,
your
it's a thing,
family.
bro.
The only difference is the dog didn't die by somebody else killing it. It was natural causes, which I would love all humans to
I
die
know.
from. I would love humans to die from natural causes and not murder.
I mean, how like you think about? I mean, this is only a film, bro, and obviously there's a bit of context to it. But like, think about like how John Wick's died. He was given a fucking pup by his wife that had cancer and died, and that pup got murdered. And what happened? He went on a spree right there.
Exactly, because I
Like,
mean
yeah,
that's a part of him, man.
maybe a film, but still.
Yeah, yeah. You can't, you can't tell somebody they can't care about a
No,
fucking pet
yeah. It
the way
depends
they
on the
care for a
individual.
child.
Again,
You
like,
can't do that.
it depends on, like, if you care for something so much, right? And you grow an attachment, it means something. It's simple as that. That's like, so in some aspects, I mean, I don't know how, if I'm taking that out of context, but like, that's like adopting like a kid for like maybe, I feel like Big Daddy, he had that kid who adopted, right?
Uh-huh.
And then in the end of the film, like, he grew so, like, connected, he grew so much with that kid where he didn't want to give it up. He went to court and that's kind of, well, not in, again, kind of, fine line here, but, again, he grew an interest in the kid, loved being with that kid, and it's like, yeah, it's what it is, bro. Yeah, many things affect him. Yeah, and again, like I'm just gonna say it right now, bro. 2020, bro. 2020.
That's
Get
a
the
fucked up
fuck,
year, bro.
get the fuck out of there, man. Just get the fuck. It's funny how I remember at the beginning of the year, everyone like 2020 New Year's gonna be so good. It's like, yeah, all right. Tell that now, bro. Tell that
I
now.
think that this year believes this is the year that the world should end because it seems like they're giving us all the signs. We had the pandemic, and look, rioting and protests. That's a sign of the apocalypse. There's like one other thing supposed. There's one other thing supposed to happen, and I think it would be natural disaster. So we gotta see what big natural disaster is about to happen next. Cause we had pandemic, we had riots, and it's like the end of the world bingo, and we're missing one. I think is natural disaster. So we got to see if the natural disasters for hurricanes and shit like that is really really bad this year. But obviously our time is up, and it seems like they're trying to tell us that. I don't know. Like we all been stuck on this planet together for so long.
Yeah, imagine, I
We're
can
so
imagine if
tired of
that
each other.
that Last of Us State of Play that happened last week, if it happened this week, it wouldn't have happened.
You say hurricane season is starting up. Yeah, you're right about that. I heard some cases about that and some tornadoes in the United States. But again, everything like all the shift is on this protests and the riots, and then I mean it's weird. Adam said it best. Like nobody even acknowledged that Corona even happened anymore.
Yeah, dude, it's crazy, man. I mean,
Like
again,
you
like,
killed one person and everybody forgot the worst thing that had happened this year, which
Yeah.
were you were forced to stay in your house because of an invisible enemy. You know, it's crazy,
Yeah.
man. Crazy.
That's the funny thing about it, isn't it, man? It's like everyone's like, stay indoors, be careful of this virus, and then, passing of George Floyd, and it's just like, I mean, it's understandable. I'm not gonna say it isn't.
A lot of people
It is.
died too. We had a lot of celebrities and shit, good ones die. Wrestlers. I
Crazy.
just heard another wrestler fucking died, man.
Who's that?
Danny something. He was like one of those super extreme hardcore wrestlers. I think he died of a broken heart because his wife died like a month
Who was
or
the last
so.
one there? Was it? Oh yeah, Shad, wasn't it? Shad,
Yeah.
is that name? Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out what the dude's name was. Danny wrestler dies.
Dumbing down the game, making a game easier.
Yeah, his name is Danny Havoc. Have you ever heard of him? Danny
Well,
Havoc.
the guy in green.
Huh?
Did he wear like a green costume, green and black?
I don't know, but he was a very hardcore wrestler.
I'll have to have a look. Fuck, I'll have to have a look.
Go search Danny Havoc.
To play the games. I'll have to watch this. I'm currently reading The Verge.
Well, guys, if I know this is an awkward time, we're gonna go until 10 o'clock, and then I'm gonna take my leave. So we got roughly around 26 minutes together. I'm gonna be looking at the chat, answering questions. We can talk about whatever you guys want to talk about. I want to thank everybody for joining me here for this rant, for this discussion. Of course, I don't normally do this, but we had to talk about this, and we just really had to, so I don't have to talk about it.
What was it about, though? Was it about the PS5 reveal getting delayed, or was it about...
No, a lot of the issues going on that, made us have this delay, and why I wasn't happy.
60 different options, covering things like controls, visual aids, audio cues, navigation, traversal, and combat. Some are fairly standard versions. Ellie picks up her journey definitely, the Thief Vision. Oh shit, okay, so using that from Uncharted 4 for the accessibility. Okay, cool.
Adam Cole. Hey, has anybody did a preview of Last of Us with visual aid? Like, has anybody did that?
Well, the visuals that most of them are using are of the state of play, because that's the only thing they can show. They're embargoed for that.
Oh.
Yeah. Because basically what they played was what we saw on Wednesday last week, right? They played, but they also played a segment before it. And from what I've heard, it sounds like it's the same segment we saw from 2018. The first bit of gameplay, because I watched Greg Miller's PSL Love You XOXO, and they talked about their preview as well as the PS5 reveal, what we're going to expect, obviously, before it obviously got delayed. They do PSL Love You over the weekend. But he was talking about some of the segments that were in that E3 2018 gameplay demo, which was very interesting. I think most of the previews, that's what they're around. It's a segment before and after, which, So, obviously a lot of the previews, it seems to be, again, I've not heard anything negative from the previews. Again, this is mainly because it's combat and gameplay elements, which wouldn't be the case. But yeah, Tally did a good job. Yeah. Just have a look. Oh shit! Absolutely critical. There are 3 features in particular: text and speech, fully remappable controls. Oh, okay, that's good then. You can fully remap all the control buttons. They didn't really do that. Okay. High contrast.
Fucking cool.
One check. The process for finding those
See what's
potential.
going on in the chat.
I see that fucking bogus Sega rumor got fucking debunked.
Like, who really
I
thought
don't know who the
happen?
fuck thought that was even possible. Idiots.
Like, who really thought Microsoft was gonna buy Sega? Like, why would like, where's the benefit though? Where is the benefit?
I mean, needless to say, bro. Like, this is no knock to like Sega, but people like they've not got nearly the same amount of neck recognition as what they did years ago. They just haven't.
True. It's true.
Like, Nintendo are there, bro. And also, by the way, man, and like in an Xbox ideal standpoint, you know when they announced that they were putting their games on Xbox, right? Do you know what happened to the stock market of fucking Sega?
No. Tell me.
It plummeted.
Oh yeah, that's right.
It literally went down the fucking toilet when they announced they were going to put their games on fucking Microsoft. So if you think that Sega are going to put their name on a Series X...
I mean, it was just the most outlandish rumor ever.
That's the craziest rumor.
But they're going to do it again. That side of the gaming community love doing it, bro. They love doing that.
Okay, man, yeah, man. I mean, from what I feel like they're gonna. I think they are still going on. They're still going forward with their event mainly because it's nothing to do with games. Well, obviously, it's a game-related thing, but not showing games. I think it's to do with their streaming service that they've been sort of touting up for the past few years, or been doing actually, to be honest. Yeah. I'd like to see what it is, though.
Bro,
but yeah,
have you now noticed that the internet is probably better than TV at this point?
Like, oh, dude, it is.
So many channels.
I mean, the only thing I see on TV, man, is literally news. Corona news. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, TV is cancer, bro. I can't even turn on the fucking news anymore and expect to get real news that will help me. Like, they never... There was never a news segment that taught you what do you need to do to make your immune system stronger to fight against this virus. What are the best things to do when you do have the virus? Like, all they talk about is, hey, this number has died. This number is infected. Like, that's not helping people. You know? That's not helping people.
This is not what we want.
It's all illegal. They call them a legal pack.
Into the menu, fine-tune things, adjust things, really get into the nitty-gritty. The designers had to give up their nice tiny menu. That's all they
got, man. They got their head in the cloud. They're dreaming of greatness, but they never achieve it.
There's so many toggles and sliders, but to make things a bit easier, the developer
I think the PS5 will definitely have backwards compatibility. It might be digital only. It might be through PlayStation Now. But I definitely believe most people really need to understand Sony ain't going to ignore everybody with that backwards compatibility. There's too many people bitching about it. I think this was a strategic delay as well. What Adam talked about, maybe them overclocking. Again, maybe there's another feature. Maybe there's something else they want to show with this event because they saw people talking. I think this event, whenever we see it, is going to be amazing. I just hope they can give me like a week or a month advance or whenever it's going to be so I can
It'll be a week.
I'm going to need Adam to call my job. You're going to have to pretend to be a professor and, help me out.
As Marcus Chef. Yeah.
Need you to do that for me.
Sega stream service. I think it's Aquatic. I think it's the same streaming service on Sega. I just wanted to check back and enjoy chat. Jamal Bates, PS5 might do backwards compatibility. No, they are doing backwards compatibility with the PS4 games, but PS2, I don't think they're doing that. I don't think that. For me, if I'm looking at backwards compatibility with that console, I wouldn't be surprised if Sony just go as far back as PS3. But only on a selected amount of titles. I would not be fucking shocked. Yeah. I don't see the point of going back as far back as PS1 and 2. I just don't. And I think a lot of people say the same thing. It's just like, you know what I mean? Like if you've got Uncharted, like well, actually no, if you've got the Crash Bandicoot Insane trilogy, right? Are you actually going to go back and play the original Crash Bandicoot games over that? No, you're not. Like, I hear it all the time. I want to go back and play that game, and then when they go back and play that old PS1, PS2 game, they find out really quick how outdated that game is and how badly fucking how badly that game has aged. And I'm like, yeah. Like, what did you expect? You know? And to be honest, me and Jody, when we were talking about this. A lot of Xbox fans think that this backwards compatibility is a great thing, and in short, it is. But in the long run, it's going to hurt them really badly.
Adam, a lot of the stuff you're saying is illegal. And I'm going to have to stop you.
It's not good, bro.
Backwards compatibility is God's gift to the Xbox One. So, you respect that. How about that? What?
It could be a God's gift, bro, but it ain't going to do shit.
Backwards compatibility is better than new games?
Yeah, I think for me, I'm just sticking with only PlayStation 4, and I'm fine with that. And I think a lot of PlayStation fans are fine with that. The only people that want to tout it up to not be fine are Xbox fans, or maybe PC fans. I don't know. But then again, they're not buying the fucking systems, are they? Yeah. I'm not going back no further. Yeah, I think PS4. I think your whole chat can agree with me on this. That I think the vast majority of you guys would like to play games that are on your PS4, like Bloodborne, the Uncharted collection, the Last of Us Remastered, obviously Part 2, Ghost. God of War, I've already said Bloodborne, Days Gone, like, you know, I think everyone on PlayStation that are going to the PS5 would gladly take those games easy. But, you know, yeah. I can only think of like a handful of games I would want from the PS3, and that's like Infamous 1 and 2, Resistance 1, 2, and 3. But, like, me mentioning earlier over the weekend,
you fucking hyping people up too much?
Well, dude, like I said it over the weekend, man, like, after hearing that Resistance is going to be making its comeback or return this generation, I'm fucking happy to see that shit. I'm happy. Really am. And that's not the only thing, Jay. I feel like, you know how we've been seeing devs touting up the PlayStation platform, right? And obviously, we're just thinking from the basic minimal aspects of, like, the reason why they do it is because it's really easy to design for, which it is, of course. But it's also the case that I've been hearing a few publications that are working with PlayStation or partnering with PlayStation to release or bring back existing series to the PlayStation and also the PC. Obviously, it might not be exclusive to the PlayStation, but these games will theoretically be coming out before Xbox for like maybe a year because of how the hardware of PlayStation is acting compared to how it acts on the Series X.
Hey, Adam, do you know what the Power of Dreams is? Are you still...
I do, yes.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure, bro, because if you forget, I'm going to have to tag you in 80 pictures. Like I'm about to do right now. I'm going to do it right now. Fuck it.
It's only a room. It's not confirmed, but I'm a big fan of this game.
Dreams? Yeah. Me
no. Apparently, and this kind of would make sense. But Epic Games, right? They've been very buddy with PlayStation again.
School 3, rated R.
They always have been. But apparently, Epic Games and PlayStation working together to revive the Unreal Tournament series.
Unreal? What the fuck is an Unreal Tournament? Oh shit! Really? Oh my god! Bro. You're playing too much, bro. We gotta wait for this event, man.
Thing, right? We've been seeing devs, right? We've been seeing devs. No, Jay. Listen, I'm not saying it's confirmed, right? But it's a case of PlayStation fans have been seeing devs lean more towards PlayStation. They have.
And that's illegal. But I agree with it.
Why is this the case? Because of how easy it is to develop for. It's also the case, as we know, right, when it comes to exclusive games, right, you're only having to prioritize on one system. If you are to add PC on top of that, right, it's not as hard as work. It's not hard work to develop for both those things, because theoretically they develop for the PS5, right? They know they can do a little bit more with the PC, which all they have to do is go upwards, which they can do, right? So they go from the lesser margin to the higher. It's easily done. Whereas Xbox, you put that sort of architecture into the fray, it adds a sense of complex to it. Not like in the sense where it's bad, in the sense of it just takes more time. And like, it's a case of, if like Epic know how much consoles PlayStation have gotten now, with the PS4. And they also know that those people would most likely want to go over to the PS5, right? And obviously PlayStation's plan is to try and convert a lot of those fans over as quickly as possible. And they will do a good job of that. And they know how to do it because they are initiating it. But with that being said, like, if PlayStation were to deliver on some of these partnerships and games that are theoretically going to come out before before Xbox, it plays in their favor. I mean, we've seen what a year's worth of content or a game coming out a year before can do. Like, we've seen on Final Fantasy, right? That game's come out a year before PC and Xbox, but it's already done the damage. And it's going to continue.
And that's illegal, but I agree with it, yeah.
Yeah. It's like Xbox fans trying to tout up the fact that, Xbox fans are trying to tout up the fact that, they're the reasons why, Xbox Series X is the fundamental reason of, they're the ones that are helping AMD and, like, promoting AMD. They're not. The funny thing is, PlayStation are doing a much, much better job in promoting AMD as a company, especially when this console comes out, because what they're theoretically doing with the console is helping AMD with their future hardware to realize what they're capable of doing in the long run, because of how Sony's architecting the PlayStation in optimization, like the frequency aspects, right? I can go into that a little bit with, when you play a game, right? There are parts in the game where you don't need as much processing power. You don't need as much, like heat generated within the console, right? PlayStation is basically doing that, where if like there's parts of a level or a game where they don't need that, it clocks down. When they do need it, it clocks up, so it's optimizing to the right proportions. Whereas Xbox, when we're doing that, it will be clocked at the exact same thing, running at a specific heat and a specific rate. Not saying it's going to overheat, because it won't. But again, it's not good, because you're just basically keeping it to a same frequency. Crazy, man. It's cool. It's crazy, but it's cool. I need to finish off reading this. This is accessibility article from from Forge of The Last of Us. Some really cool shit, actually, to be honest. True Witty, Adam, stop playing around, or I'll come to the UK, give you a cease and desist. Dude, True Witty, like,
what Adam is saying is illegal, and we need to shut him down.
I'm gonna like, listen. I will not be saying the things I'm saying, not unless I am
80% sure,
80% confident that these things are going to, but they are going to happen. And I've been told, the things that I've been talking about, I've been told by multiple people. And when I was told about the resistance thing, I had to go over that 5 times over to make sure that wasn't fucking bullshit. And it wasn't. And again, to prove my point, we talked about it. He sent me a list of guys that are not on Twitter, which kind of sucks. Yeah. Oh, wait a minute. Where's it gone again? Where is that fucking shit? Where did we say this shit? That was the Sega rumors. Bullshit. Alright, yeah, so the guys that, again, the thing that
guys, we got 9 minutes and I'm not lingering. I gotta get to sleep. It doesn't matter how many walls Adam talks to. We got 8 minutes now until we get up out of here. If you want to leave a like on this video, you can leave a like. If you haven't subscribed, you can subscribe, but make sure you click that notification button. That's the most important thing, so you can be notified. We're going to let Adam talk to the wall for 85 more minutes.
I'm going to say final few things, man. Like, again, the reason why this whole resistance thing making a return makes a lot of sense is because a few guys that worked on Resistance, the original series, which were Brandon, Tyler, and Dean, basically were part of the original teams of those, have actually left Insomniac and circulated back to Insomniac. And this happened at the end of 2018, when theoretically Sony were in talks with Insomniac acquiring them due to the fact and the succession of Spider-Man. And obviously we got that announcement in August, right? They also expanded on, or Insomniac expanded on themselves. And I don't know if it's finished, but I don't think the expansion of their offices is finished, but from what I remember, they put out a video, I think at the end of last year, of it. But basically, those guys are returned, and there is a lot of shit that's flourishing around that they are remaking it. And on top of that, if you go onto Insomniac's page, the 3 games that they're consistently talking about is Ratchet & Clank, Spider-Man, and Resistance. They mentioned Fuse once and Sunset Overdrive once, but they still got those 3 games in rotation all the time. So I'm like, I really am hoping that I think they know that there's a massive fan base for that. And I mean, listen, bro, they got 3 games there. I mean, I wouldn't mind they did Sunset Overdrive, but if they give us Resistance, I mean, fan base would be absolutely fucking crazy about that. I mean, I'm trying to keep my expectations at a certain percentage, bro, but after seeing that ESPN advert, man, I mean, I talked about Sony being bullish. Like, I didn't see Xbox do anything like this with their third-party announcement, right? They didn't do anything like that. Like, so if PlayStation are doing that, like, they must have a good show. They must do, and they do. They have a very good show. And I know I could say a few more things, but I don't wanna overhype it. I don't wanna go crazy. I want you guys to experience that shit. And I'm going to experience it as well.
So, no, you don't. We're going to mark it down for July or at least towards the end of June. I mean, they could literally just reschedule it for next week. I don't think they're afraid, and I think they have a day that they could use next week. They don't need every day. They just need one day. Whatever they show, it will overlap Cyberpunk. Cyberpunk doesn't come out until September. People are going to buy the game anyway. But unless it's like,
hold on, bro, I'm off. I need to sit. Alright, well, I'm just gonna put that link. I think someone was asking for my YouTube page. I haven't done YouTube videos in a long time.
Adam doesn't do YouTube, but I will get you his Twitter page real quick because he does do Twitter. So if you want to hear his thoughts on how many walls you should talk to a day,
I do need that. If I was to do stuff like you, man, I would probably I wouldn't do like a podcast. I would like circulate on one topic and like just deliver different videos.
That's good. Well, look, guys, he says the same shit here that he says on Twitter. It's just everybody fucking ignores him. It's weird. Like the people that are the most educated and on the gaming matters, like Adam, he is completely ignored by the other side of our community, which is just stupid. But if you like what Adam says, you can go follow him there. Adam, you also have a Twitch account where you play.
I need to start doing some
play
things.
Games like Fortnite, Minecraft, and My Little Ponies, and we're gonna get you. What's going on?
It's a peace. Get that peace, love, and positivity going in America, bro. That's what you guys got to do.
Oh shit! I can't find you.
That peace, love, and positivity.
Did they log me out of my fucking Twitch account?
Mm-hmm.
Why do they keep logging me out of these fucking accounts?
Yeah, I do wonder when they're gonna announce the day. I was wondering they. I don't know.
I mean, I think that they might just reschedule it for next week.
Yeah, if they do, I feel like it's gonna be Friday, like this Friday, like last time. Like we're, here's a new day, and it's like, okay, so it's a week. So it's kind of like a morning, it's kind of like a pay your respects sort of like week. Well, I don't know, like what you would call it, but.
Yeah, I mean, you're sensitive to the topic, and I'm okay with that. But don't make us wait another almost month for this. I mean, look, let's be honest, bro. You did just pay all of this fucking advertisement to get the shit aired on TV. So, they were invested in Thursday. We all know they were invested in Thursday. It pisses me off that they had to change the day.
Mixed race.
That's sad, bro. That's so fucking sad.
I've got a niece and nephew that like theoretically are my sister's white and her boyfriend's black, like, but then my niece and nephew I would say mixed race, but again, like, I don't want them to be growing up in a world where like this shit's happening. I just don't. I think no one does.
I'm trying to find your fucking channel. What the fuck, bro? You don't live stream a lot. That's probably why. Show more.
Yeah, bro. Like, you know what the funny thing is, man? Like,
there you go, motherfucker.
When's the last one out? It's not next week, is it? It's in the following week.
Yeah, last one comes out the following week. Damn, motherfucker. Yeah, I'm not live streaming a long time.
I think I might do. I feel like I might do like a Last of Us. I think I might live stream it.
Here is Adam's Twitch page also. So if you guys wanted to follow him on Twitch, hopefully he start live streaming more.
I might do a Lost Us live stream next.
That's all Adam's information, bro. We gotta try to help Adam get some fucking followers, bro. I do not know why he doesn't have anybody. I want to thank everybody for liking the video. We got 25 people watching heading on out, and we got 29 people watching and 29 likes, so that's greatly appreciated. Guys, it is basically 10 o'clock. I am going to chill in the bed, watch a movie, and then I'm heading to bed. I got to be up at 8. So my new schedule, I want everybody to know for the rest of this week so far, because I do work in the middle of D.C., so we can all get at home safe. They want us to start working at 10 o'clock in the morning, and we will be leaving in the evening. They told us 6 o'clock, but because the curfew is at 7, and they already kicked us out today at 5, I don't think I'll be working until 6 in the evening. It could possibly be 5.
Wait, Jay, real quick. Yeah, because the whole curfew situation. So wait, do you go to work earlier, or do you go back at the same time?
I gotta go at 10 o'clock in the morning. So I won't be doing live streams in the middle of the day. Do
you get off earlier though?
Yeah. I mean,
okay.
So on Friday, I'm gonna love that. That I get out and it'll be like daytime. I can see the sun. So that'll be dope. But I'm hoping shit just dies down, man. Not just for the PlayStation shit, but also for me, because it's fucking up my fucking work schedule. This shit's fucking with me, man. So every aspect of my life, this stuff is fucking with me. So it is what it is. I try my best to get accustomed to this bullshit. I will be communicating with you guys on normal avenues. I will try one more fucking time to give out the link to the public one. If I have any more bullshit with these fucking trolls spamming bullshit on my fucking timeline, bro, don't worry. I will hunt the rest of the trolls lurking around in the PlayStation Legion Discord down. I will block all of you fuckers. I do this for the subscribers. I do this for the supporters, the friends, the gamers. I want to keep in contact with you guys when I'm at work. So this is why I'm sending the link So if you're not a part of the Discord, please use this link to become a part of the
Thanks, man. Do that, bro. Much appreciated. If anyone follows me on Twitter, you don't have to, man. But like,
please follow this motherfucker. You have to do it, Ranter.
No, I'm not that sort of person that's saying, you know, I'm not holding you at gunpoint for that, bro. Like,
but don't worry, Adam is you know, he's pretty entertaining when it comes to playing games, and of course, again, he says some amazing things on Twitter, and I swear I'll be scrolling down like, man, what? Nobody liked this shit yet? Like, he says some man, I'm telling you, man, it's just fucking crazy, man.
Oh yeah, bro. Like, it's funny. Some of the stuff I'm like, yo, how the fuck do you not like that shit?
Hey, bro, that's how it is, man. That's how it is in this community, man.
Yeah, it's man. You know, the thing is,
when MBG fucking comes along and tries to take your fucking shit. That shit's awesome. Goobity gig.
I know, bro. I just feel like I don't know how to do Twitter. I'm like, sometimes I'm like, yo, am I retarded?
You're doing Twitter just fine, bro. It's just people pay attention to who the fuck they want to. Everybody have a good night, man. Be safe out there. Be safe against, you know, the shit going on outside and the corona. Like, now you got to worry about a lot of shit. We're trying to survive until we can play these great games and learn about the new generation. And it's getting tougher out there, man. It's getting tougher. They don't want gamers to survive. Corona and they'll protest and shit. Man, it's just out there. It's just wild, man. It's wild outside.
Imagine those copies of Last of Us at the GameStops that were being looted. Oh my God.
Imagine if, yeah, I know. But I got my game digital. Okay,